Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
What you doing, bro?
The weapon?
Trying to figure out what you.
So, John, there's a
Mhm.
video circling around of this lady. She does Uber Eats or DoorDash, and she delivers groceries to people. And I guess this woman decided that she wasn't gonna tip her. But she had 8 or 9 bags and big stuff, and this lady did all of that. And because she didn't tip her, the deliverer started to repack it back in her car because she felt like she should be tipped. So my question for both of you is, if you doing that, should you get tipped or not?
Yes.
Required.
I think for that you should be tipped. Even though you're not obligated to tip a person, you should be tipped for your services. Those one of the services I feel like you should be tipped for. No, I did the delivery stuff too, so I know.
That's why you saying it, because you used to do the delivery shit.
But I also order stuff too, and I be tipping, you know.
So should we tip nurses and doctors and all that other stuff for that? Because if
Yeah,
we
they're
get
different.
down to tipping, no, it's not different. It's a service that you're providing for people. If anything, a service that's more important than delivering your damn groceries. Do we need to tip them as well?
No,
I mean, that's they.
I can see
those
it,
people
but no.
those people are properly compensated.
But nurses will tell you they're not properly compensated.
I'm saying they ain't looking for no tip from no broke ass nigga either. But they probably not. I think they not. They not, but they're not looking for a tip from the people the sick people that they service. But in regards to that young lady, yeah, it's polite to tip, but I ain't got to give you shit. It's not a requirement.
It's not.
And so the polite thing to do is yes, to tip, especially if you got a bunch of shit and I'm assisting you with unloading all this stuff. Then yes, the polite thing would be to tip, but again, you to expect a tip and then hold somebody's groceries hostage, groceries that they pay for, and then again, the service does come with a service fee, so you are paid for whatever ride share company you working for.
But see that, and that comes down to when we order Uber Eats or we order DoorDash, I hate tipping them because we go downstairs, so we go down the 5 flights, so we don't even make them come up the 5 flights.
Right.
So to me, you shouldn't be getting no tip because technically, job-wise, you're supposed to come up the 5 flights and deliver to my door.
Right. Yeah, you're supposed to.
But we don't make them do that, Johnny, because we feel like it's a lot. So we usually go down and we pick up the food.
Shit, I order some Uber Eats. They coming to my door. I ain't going downstairs. I for the most part, I'm going downstairs, but we're potting, so I knew the timing of it was they gotta come to the door. But if I feel lazy,
but even so, you have an elevator, correct?
Yeah.
We don't have an elevator, so we feel like a lot of the times we go down there. So when I give them a $2-3 tip, I don't want to hear shit because technically I'm just giving you a tip for picking it up, and I'm coming down. I'm doing the most important part, which is coming down the fucking stairs.
Right.
As a delivery person, you're not even supposed to, not even supposed to ask for tip.
Yeah, you're not.
It's you do the shit, and they give you something. They give you something. You're not even supposed to be like, yo, tip.
So that's what I'm saying. Damn, if you doing all this loading and shit, unloading, then it's damn, that's kind of fucked up. But at the end of the day, for you to be like, nah, I ain't giving you your groceries because you didn't tell me. It's yeah, okay, so
and that's against policy.
Yeah, that's a federal offense. Now you holding my shit. Now you gonna lose your job.
No, it's crazy. You know, it's a crazy thing. I haven't did deliveries in a while, but it used to. When before I took an order, it would show the tip you was gonna get from the said order. So it'll show you like the distance and the tip that because you could do either some people do like the percentages of what you were buying. So I did 15% of what I just ordered from Uber Eats. The option is 15, 20, 25%, and it's custom. Or and I think in custom you could say I'll like when you deliver it, you could say I'll give you something when you deliver it. So for the most part, I do my shit from things. So if you do it like that way, chances are you'll see what tip you get. I'm not gonna lie. If there was an order when it didn't really say that, I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
Like if I gotta go to distance and it doesn't show the tip, or like it says pay you when you get there, I don't trust it. It's like I might fuck around not getting it from this. I'm just gonna get the next order.
But you also don't know the person's situation, right? So you don't know why they can't leave the house. You don't know why she couldn't grocery shop at that moment. You don't know if she has a child that's in need and she couldn't leave the house, or a parent or somebody with dementia or anything like that who can't leave the house. And so that's why she just ordered her groceries and did what she can. You get what I'm saying? And for
I
you,
understand that.
and
But
for you to hold hostage, but for you to hold hostage the food when you don't know the situation behind closed doors is kind
I
of
disagree
like,
with that. I totally disagree. I'm not.
All because you expect a tip.
huh?
All because she expected a
Right.
tip. Like, oh, she saw her order. She like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a good tip. Don't I tell motherfuckers about assuming?
Here, make an ass out of yourself. But that's what I said. If I see it, the tip, I'm like, oh yeah, it's lit. I'll go. But that's saying she saw a big order, thought, oh, it's about to be lit. Groceries, of course, groceries gonna be a big ass order. Groceries is expensive nowadays.
Right.
So she thought wrong.
And then now it's like again, now you ain't gonna be able to do this ride share with this company, because now this lady gonna report you.
Right.
You held her shit hostage, basically stealing her shit. That's basically theft. Now you ain't gonna be able to do this shit. Now your name fucked up all because you didn't get the tip that you was expecting. And again, gratuity and tip, all that shit is already included in the order. So the additional.
But that doesn't go to the delivery driver.
Well,
Only the tip. Only the tip goes to the delivery driver.
It goes to whoever it's supposed to go to.
Yeah, the person who delivers it doesn't get anything but tip.
So you get the courtesy of me giving you something extra. Now, what that is, that's on me. Because what if she would have gave her a tip and it's like $5, bitch? You still gonna hold my package? Hold my stuff hostage?
If she would have did that, then she's being, what's the word? Can't think of the word. I legit can't think of the word right now, but if I give you $5 and you still flip about something,
you looking at it like, nah, you gave me $5, you got all these groceries. Well, motherfucker, how you know I didn't get this via link? Because they take stamps on these websites now and shit too.
Yeah.
How you know I use stamps to order this shit? You don't.
Well, that's it. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is wild. So did the video end? Did she get her food or not?
It just end with them like going back and forth.
Yeah.
Her like packing her shit and saying like, I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because now I'm calling police on your ass. You stealing my shit.
Yeah, like I said, it's just entitlement with tip, especially when people
exactly.
get paid. Yeah, I can't even say entitlement because job she works, the only way you get paid is through tip. That's the only form of payment.
Yeah.
Like, so she does that delivery. She does that delivery, gets no tip. So technically, she doesn't get paid. Uber Eats or whatever, Grubhub, Seamless, DoorDash.
But I also know that with those. But I also know with those companies, if I call and I report that my food's been stolen or been taken, you automatically sometimes to get fired from that.
Yeah, worst case scenario, she probably get suspended.
Is that worth it? Like just for a tip?
You won't be able to use. I have access to this stream of income all because of this
Not
one.
necessary.
You just have to move to the next food platform. Because
Right.
back when I was doing it, Postmates still existed. Postmates don't exist no more. So yeah, people had options like
Postmates don't exist no more, and you gonna fuck up one that does work. Like,
I'm just saying that shit is whack. That shit, I don't like that.
yeah, I totally disagree with that.
I'm not with you just get a tip because you delivering something like, and a lot of these people they be taking wrong turns or they be
late and shit.
Like listen, or they fucking
Now,
spill
some
your
people do get
soda.
lost. Some people do be getting lost.
Spill your drink, give you half a drink. They tell you they didn't give it to them and shit because they done fucked it up.
Yeah, like
I haven't had too many bad delivery stories of like me receiving stuff. It's been for the most part good. It's been the store fucking up my orders.
Yeah, that happens. No, that definitely happens a lot. But we've had fucked up delivery guys.
Right. Shit, we had one delivery guy. I woke up. 4 people in the car smelling like straight up weed. Like what? If y'all don't take your asses home.
No, it's crazy. I can only say it's only happened once in my life where someone delivered food to me and they asked me for tip.
Word.
I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was fake a little broke. So I was like, yeah, damn. I don't really got it. So I was like, dang. And they asked me for tip. I was like, shit, I don't really got it, but I'll give you some change. I went downstairs, got a little bit of change, and gave him change.
Right.
But, cause I always like, know what I'm trying to say? I always tip.
Yeah, I always give a tip, but it's based on
But
the service.
I'm not gonna lie, that one day at the delivery, I was like, funds wise, it's like I really ain't have anything to tip, literally.
Right.
Like I couldn't. If I could, I would, but it was one of those I really couldn't. And that was the only time the person asked me for a tip. Cause I just gave him the money.
I be giving what I want to give.
I gave him like the exact price of the order. And it was like, tip? He cool dude though. Like he delivered to me multiple times. But just that day I ain't.
Nah, I wouldn't trust his delivery.
I would have said tip. Tip it is dick.
So now you can never order there again.
He's cool. I seen him, but every other time after that,
I personally wouldn't. I tip $2 to $3. That's what I tip, especially if it's here and we have to go downstairs. I'm not tipping you more than $2 to $3 on some real shit.
Oh no! If I order from my neighborhood, it's definitely $2 to $3. Easy. If I order from my neighborhood,
they see that fifth floor, they be ready to call you. Like, can you come down?
Yeah.
So like,
I'll never forget the time that we had just had Dorian, and this was when you was working at the YMCA, and you was doing like to 10 o'clock. You was doing like MODs, and I remember just ordering food because like it was just me, and the guy was like giving me a hard time to come upstairs, and I'm like, dude, like I have a newborn baby. I'm not gonna take him downstairs to like bring him back upstairs. Like, is there any way you can do like a delivery, like come up? And he kept giving me a hard time, and I called his boss, and I'm like, he really doesn't want to come upstairs, and I just had a baby, like, and I guess the boss called him, and he just like left the food on the floor. I was like, yo, after that, I'm never gonna fucking order from this place again. Like, to me, it's part of your job to deliver hand to hand, if that makes sense, of where that person is at. So
regardless of it having an elevator.
My deliveries.
How much did you tip the delivery guy right now, Johnny?
He got 15% of the order, so he got $5.60.
That's a good motherfucking tip.
Yeah. Listen.
Is there a Popeyes on the island, or are they coming from Manhattan?
No, they're coming from Queens.
Uh,
It's easier to come from Queens. I can only imagine ordering food from Manhattan. Delivery fee probably be a
But see,
lot.
that makes sense to if you ordering from like somewhere that's not in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because as I'm saying, I understand tip wise. I think also I don't know where the lady ordered her food from in that case. Say she ordered from like shit like 3 towns, 4 towns over.
No, I
Like,
think the grocery one, it's next to.
Based on your location.
Yeah,
that was like the closest grocery store to them.
Yeah.
yeah.
They only give you certain grocery store that you can
All right.
order from. Stuff within your neighborhood. So I can't order from fucking Walmart in Brooklyn.
Or Walmart in Connecticut, that should be crazy. But again, it was just her attitude and the way she did it. You know?
Yeah, that's like I said from the jump. I've been the person receiving delivery, and I've been the person delivering stuff. But that probably be like whole full houses, crazy.
That's why I don't know.
And that's the crazy thing again. Motherfuckers, because all these places does accept links, food stamps. So this lady probably got all this shit on stamps, and you sit here counting her pocket.
Right.
Because it ain't gonna tell you how she ordered it, what she used to order it. So you sitting there looking at it like, oh, she got all this money, man. She bought all this shit. Low key, she didn't just got some food stamps for her kids and shit. Now here you go, holding her shit, and she used none but stamps.
That's true though.
You know, crazy. I delivered groceries before through Postmates.
Or maybe she saw the neighborhood and said like, oh,
Yeah, probably. Like Postmates used to have a thing where it's like they'll send you shopping and you just have to go to the store and like, pick up the items and you'll pay with the Postmates card, which is the funds that they obviously paid. But
and also I think it's how much you're delivering, right? So right now, John, did you get food for everybody else or was it just you?
is that what?
How many orders did you put in?
At once?
Right now, how many nigga?
Are you talking about how much I just ordered? I thought you were talking about when I ordered 2 orders.
See, $5 to me is kind of much for 2 orders.
Unfortunately, the pricing on it is crazy.
Like for 2 orders, $5 is a lot of money to me.
I did mine on percentages.
But that's just me. I wouldn't pay that much. And that's it.
Shout out to all my people doing deliveries.
Shout out to all the service workers.
But that's what I was going to say before. He's talking about how people have to go upstairs. Shit. You know how many times I've went to buildings that had no elevator and had to walk on mad flights of stairs? Woo! That was a workout. Had me sweating.
You said what?
I did deliveries to buildings that had no elevator. I had to go up mad flights of stairs.
More flights than us?
Mm-hmm. 6th, 7th floor.
And them niggas like, I ain't coming down. This guy's gonna have to come up.
Bro, felt like the stairs never ended. Went to some buildings that looked a little shady. I'm like, damn. And they want me to go up the stairs, no elevator. You gonna catch me?
Nigga gonna have to bring my food.
Welcome to this brand new episode of another Shitty Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Bree, and my guy Dev, the host in the back.
Yo.
But we are back. New week.
My year was valid.
New week, new episode. Y'all know how it goes. Unfortunately, this week we'll start off with some sad news. Every other now and then, you know, life has its ups and downs. So we have some happy topics and we have some sad topics. But this week we'll start off with a sad topic. Unfortunately, this past weekend, you know, my guy Matthew Perry, for those who knew him, he's been in plenty of roles, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s. He's done a couple of roles, but his most iconic role is Chandler Bing on the sitcom Friends. My guy passed away. They found him dead in his hot tub. R.I.P. to him, and loving condolences to his loved ones and family. But damn, I expect nobody from the Friends cast to go. Not this soon.
I mean, you know, condolences and rest in peace to him, man. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to his family and stuff. It's just crazy. When iconic, like, though Friends characters, although I wasn't the biggest fan of Friends characters, I recognize how big it was and how big those characters are. So to see one of them, like those pop icons that like has a big time capsule in like entertainment and TV, to see somebody die like that, where it's like they're found dead, it's not like some natural causes type shit. To go out like that is like, it's super sad and shit. So condolences to him. Well, rest in peace to him and condolences to his family. But
I'm pretty sure you've seen a couple of his movies though.
I've never really seen anything he was in.
You saw 9 Yards?
Yeah, the
I've
whole
never
9
seen it.
yards.
I know of the movie. Never watched the movie.
And Bruce Willis like one of your favorite actors too?
I like Bruce Willis, but he ain't one of my favorite actors. I like old Bruce Willis. Like I like old Bruce Willis doing shit that I can't believe he really doing. Like I didn't like old young Bruce Willis, because Bruce Willis been old his whole acting career. But I started liking Bruce Willis a lot when he was old. When he was an old man, it's like, get the fuck out of here. That's the Bruce Willis I like. So, and I know in that movie he's like the mobster or something like that.
I think he's a retired hitman.
Yeah, hitman or some shit like
He
that.
was a snitch.
But I never watched the movie. I never seen that movie.
But he's a snitch in the movie.
Who?
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but he was like a hitman or something. I know.
And then he snitched on the whole crew.
So again, I that's a movie I never saw. I know.
That's crazy. I would have thought you seen the whole 9 yards.
Nah, I know of it though.
I know you never seen Fools Rush in Love.
I never seen the movie with him and Simon Hayek, but I know
that's a good one too.
I know of it. Like I know.
Have you seen the one? It's called 3 to Tango. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, when he was playing like he was gay and he fell in love with his boss's girlfriend.
No, I never heard.
But she thought he was gay. He thought the boss thought he was gay, so that's why he started hanging out with her.
And it's crazy. That wasn't the boss's girlfriend. That was the boss's mistress. The boss was married.
Oh yeah, it was a mistress. Yeah.
The boss was married.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these movies, but I did see a few episodes of
Friends.
And I know Smelly Cat and
see, but Chandler Bing was his character in Friends was like really weird. Like he was the awkward social friend, but it was funny because he was always
zingy and shit.
Right, awkwardly sociable. He always had the weirdest girlfriend until Monica. Like Chandler Bing, he had the girlfriend with the like voice that.
Oh yeah, the little skinny brunette.
Right.
She
I forgot her name. What was her name?
Dresser voice and shit.
It wasn't it
fuck, what's her name?
It wasn't it. Not Vin. It wasn't. I can't think of.
And
His
see, the
name.
thing
She
is,
popped up mad times throughout the show. She popped up
see,
mad
the thing
times.
is, I know all the shit. I've never really watched Friends, right? But Friends had
Janice,
always
I think her name was Janice.
It was Janice.
Friends were
Yeah.
always on Nick at Night. So when I was time for me to go to bed, that's usually one of the shows that's on. And it's like something I watch until I fall asleep.
You know they call those comfort shows. Me and Lois was looking it up. If you can fall asleep to a show, it's called a comfort show. So you would never fall asleep to like Michael Myers or Chucky or
Some motherfuckers do be falling asleep to shit like that. And
but it's comfort. It's
I'll be
comforting
watching
to them.
scary stories to go to sleep. I just fall asleep.
I don't watch shit like that. I gotta watch something happy.
Right. It's because it's comforting. Like,
or if not, I used to. That's a good like topic. When it comes to what's your prime comfort show?
right.
Like, I'm asking y'all, what's y'all prime comfort show?
Oh, you asking?
Because I got two.
So I'm not gonna lie to you.
YouTube.
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 Yeah, YouTube.
That's Dorian's comfort. Like,
Nah,
all right, there's kids YouTube and there's YouTube for us.
Nah, I can't watch YouTube to go to bed.
So being a kid, Hey Arnold was my comfort show.
Hey Arnold was one of those comfort shows. Because it came on late too. They used to do the reruns of Hey Arnold late. So that is, I'll add that to my list because Hey Arnold was one of those shows that you go to sleep to. Another one is George Lopez for me. Another show that I always fall asleep on.
Funny thing, in college, my comfort show was SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was too bright.
But it was like
I could see the light.
No, it's crazy. I barely watch TV shows to go to sleep when I was in college. That's the only time I used to actually watch TV. Like, we never really used to watch TV unless we was watching sports. How often were we just like sitting down watching TV? We wasn't. Your Netflix streaming wasn't what it was at the time yet. It was slowly becoming that.
Yeah.
And we had the one TV where we watched TV at, and when it's time, it's time to go to bed, niggas just go to sleep, turn on the TV.
Another show, my comfort show, it's an old show. It's called MASH.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about.
It was an old army show. It had that music and shit.
Arthur was my comfort show.
I was Arthur. Arthur was on late.
Arthur used to come on twice. So it used to come out at 11 and 11:30.
What was your comfort show, like your after school comfort show? Because after school, my comfort show used to be Home Improvement. That was one of the shows. I don't know if y'all remember Home Improvement with Tim Allen. That was another show that like put me out. And I can't even think of the show right now. It was a particular cartoon. I told you before.
I used to love PBS.
Yeah,
PBS
Tsunami After School.
Yeah, Tsunami certain shows I used to fall asleep for, but my body would wake me up when DBZ came on.
Like all my PBS shows.
But PBS used to be another that put me to sleep.
The only one I couldn't go to sleep to PBS was Zoom. That was the only one I couldn't like fall asleep to. But
I used to fall asleep on Dragon Tales. I used to fall asleep on Cyber Chase.
Yo, Cyber Chase was that comforting shit. I don't know what it was.
Dragon Tales was boring as hell. It used to always put me to sleep. Yeah. Those some good comfort shows.
Yeah. Oh, and I used to love to go like fall asleep to Rocket Power.
Yes, Rocket Power is too bright. It's too much going on.
It's crazy. No, at that point I was just watching.
And also in college, I used to put on Robot Chicken a lot when it was time to go to bed and shit.
It's weird.
My dad used to put on Robot Chicken and shit. Although I used to love Robot Chicken, but I would watch so much of it, I could go to sleep on it too.
Yeah. In college, I didn't really have a comfort show.
George Lopez was definitely my comfort show in college.
And fun fact, I can't go to bed to music.
Speaking of going to bed to music, I remember I had a roommate, right? Shout out to my nigga P Flow. This nigga when P Flow became my roommate. I told y'all the story before. This nigga, like, the first night together and shit, we get to know each other and shit. I don't know, we had the TV off for some reason. Cause usually I don't even sleep in the dark. I usually have the TV on and shit. I think he might have said like, yo, can we turn the TV off and shit? I was probably tired and shit. So I'm like, cool. Bro, like, can I play, can I put on some music while I sleep? Me, I don't sleep to music, but me trying to be hospitable and shit, I'm like, cool. This nigga put on some hard-ass, hardcore, bitch, I'ma kill you, fuck you, whore, like, yo, some straight, hard-ass, hardcore rap. I'm like, bro, I'm just getting to know you, but turn that shit off. I am not going to bed, nigga. I think you about to put on some, not on no alphabet
like rain
shit.
sound, some forest,
some rain sound, something soft, some R&B, maybe something that's like soothing. Bro, this nigga putting on shit that got gunshots, a fucking vulgar language. I'm like, bro, I can't go to sleep this shit. Turn that shit off. And then this nigga just turned it off, and that's when I caught him sleeping, looking at me while I sleep. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. This nigga gonna kill me. And sure enough, P Flow, my son. Shout out to my son, P Flow.
crazy, but yeah. In college, I didn't really have. Once the TV was off, niggas just went to sleep. Lights out. It was over. When we was in 403, every now and then I used to crash on the couch. I'll watch something.
Right, fall asleep watching shit.
Yeah, I'm in the living room. Like, everybody in their beds and shit, I'm in the living room.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, YouTube got a lot of shit you can just go to sleep to.
Yeah, I don't. YouTube take you through too many rabbit holes and shit. So you be like,
yo, I'll be waking up to videos like, yo,
right? You wake up, you wake up to some shit like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I can't do that. It can't be anything evil.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I almost woke up and gave myself a heart attack. Like I'll be watching like the scary stories on YouTube, right? And sometimes they'll have like pictures in the background while they're telling the story, or they have like a animation and they'll do a jump scare. So I'm just waking up. Like, oh shit, this shit's still on. Shit, I'm gonna turn this shit off. And then in the midst of that,
it did a jump
scare. Oh, that shit woke me the fuck up. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's what I get. But
and that's your comfort show and shit.
It's not about comfort. I just want to be bored. Like I fall asleep when I'm bored.
Yeah, I feel
like
you.
The story be good, but after a while I just zone the story out and I just go to sleep because I'm damn.
Yeah. But again, shout out to rest in peace to Matthew Perry. Condolences to him, his family.
Perry, my man Chandler Ben.
Yeah.
Crazy. But what they say about Hollywood, Death coming threes. Technically, it's been two because we're transitioning to another fallen actor. And condolences to his loved ones. R.I.P. to Richard Roundtree, OG Shaft. He's been playing other roles, but
that's his biggest role.
That's what I know, especially when he did the Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, he's definitely been in a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Over the years, he's been in so much stuff.
A lot of black exploitation shit, but he's definitely lived a full life. So again, you know what I'm saying? He died at 81. Like that's a full life he lived. And again, unfortunately, he died from pancreatic cancer, which is fucking sucks because cancer is a bitch. But
it's terrible. That's unfortunate. Damn. Yeah. Lived a full life and then damn. Yeah. That's very unfortunate.
Cancer, take you out within a year or less and shit. So it's like, but he did live a full life. He did leave a large and fulfilling legacy. So he is one of those black heroes, like those early black heroes and shit in the 70s and shit. Like he was one of those guys and shit. Like when they think of the Afro black superheroes, he was one of those faces and shit. Playing Shaft. And so shout out to Richard Roundtree and rest in peace to him. and condolences to all his friends and family and shit. But at least again for him, he did live a full life. But cancer's a bitch, and so fuck cancer every day.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, man. But damn, we're going for the trifecta. More sad news. The Maine mass shooting, like that shit, that whole story is crazy.
So take our listeners or viewers through the story. What was the cause, or did they even say why Buddy did what he did?
I think they have I don't think they have the full idea of it. I think it's speculation to this point of why he did it.
Yeah. Should be crazy, man. And again, is the mass shooting other than the shit
Yeah,
happening.
he says while questions remain over what motivated the attack and why those locations was targeted. So they still trying to figure out why he did it and why those specific places.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of times with these mass shooters, the reason be because they know these are places where they can get this shit off. Yeah. That's generally the reason where it's like, where's the less amount of threat? Let me go somewhere where I can do this and not have to worry about a true fight.
Right.
Where I don't have to worry about people that's actually carrying themselves. Like, so it's a lot of times these mass shooters happen in cowardly fashion. Because again, they ain't going to a fucking a gun range.
Right.
And shooting up a fucking gun range. They ain't going to a police station. They ain't going to a fucking
army base,
army base or anything.
Army base.
Exactly. They go into places where they know there's not a high level of threat. There's not many people that's gonna challenge me. Therefore, I can get my shit off on some cowardly punk ass shit.
Yeah. From what I'm reading, it looked like he was just bugging out, and I don't know what went wrong. He was paranoid that people was talking about him apparently in September. They said Card was getting beer in West Point with some soldiers. Then he accused 3 of them of calling him a pedophile randomly.
So then we go back to again, mental health is a real issue, but it goes back to the gun laws. Whereas the accessibility of guns, somebody who is dealing with mental illness has the access to get weapons of mass destruction. This is an ongoing conversation we've had on this pod. This is an ongoing conversation we've had in this country, where it seems as though it's too easy for people that's not mentally stable or emotionally stable enough. They have access to weaponry that they shouldn't have access to.
He might have been in the military.
And even with that,
that's even more reason.
Again, we already see the mental damages that being in the armed forces does to these men and women. So psyche valves, shit like that. Even if you serve, your ability to continue to carry these type of weapons, if you're not serving, then there's no reason for you to have assault weapons. Right. So even like that, like we need to work on the system and shit. We don't keep saying the same shit over and over every time we have a mass shooting, but the results ain't coming in. But it always come out to be the same thing. People that's mentally disturbed have access to weapons of mass destruction, but also they are mentally sane enough to go to places where they whole ass can get this shit off. So it's like it's one of those catch-22s because it's like, yeah, you are mentally disturbed, but you ain't too disturbed where generally they go pick places where they know the people are weak and there won't be much of a challenge.
Yeah,
So
to your point that supposedly he threatened the army base there, but they when he made his threat to the army base, they beefed up patrol, but he never pulled up.
They beat up patrol. They should have had his ass arrested, and his ass should have been on watch. And that nigga, and again, that shit, he ain't dumb. He ain't pull up because he knew they was gonna light his ass up.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna get nowhere.
They would have saw his ass fucking 100 yards out and start shooting his ass down.
Yep.
And so, yeah, whether he made a threat or not, that nigga, he mentally there enough to know I ain't doubling back here, but I can go take out my frustration somewhere where I know I'm not gonna be challenged.
Right.
And so that's why we get into like the whole mental shit. It walks a fine line because it'd be like, if you mentally fucking disabled, bro, are you crazy? Why you don't go do crazy shit and go like pull up at the army base? That's what a crazy motherfucker do.
Right.
Go pull up at the army base and start shooting and shit, like go out like that. That's a motherfucker that's insane. Cause it's like, you know what's coming from that. So anybody in their right mind will know, bro, you doing this, your ass about to die.
Yeah.
Because
that's why they have that term, suicide by cop.
So that's what I'm saying. So you ain't that insane because you know how to make the decision to go, I'm gonna go somewhere where I can get this shit off because I know I ain't gonna be challenged there.
Right.
So that's why we walk the thin line between the mental illness shit and motherfuckers just being pussy, motherfuckers being scary, and these gun laws needing to change because too many nut ass niggas is getting access to these weapons and they some straight hoes.
You know what's crazy? They said after this, remember I told you about the shit? He got into the argument with the soldiers. So he said they called him that. He was in the car with his friend, telling his friend he's about to shoot all these places up. His friend said, "You gotta knock it off before you get in trouble." And apparently he punched his friend in the face when he was driving home after shit.
The friend said that?
The friend said, yeah, the guy punched him in the face after
and he didn't think to call the cops and at least pre-warn them?
No, they said the cops made a couple of wellness checks. Like they've been, I guess, since January. I think it started in January.
Man, they should have put his ass in a fucking psychiatric place.
Right.
You know, it's crazy. I think he ended up going to one after he punched his friend in the face.
And they released him.
Possibly. Let's see. Let's go back down to it.
He had to be. His ass got home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He went to in July. He was in a psychiatric hospital for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Oh no, he punched his friend after being released from the psychiatric hospital.
That's what I'm saying. Though nigga showing that he ain't doing nothing different. They should have put his ass right back in
but
there.
that's if the friend called the cops. If he didn't call the cops, then that was dumb too.
Yeah. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't learned nothing? You just spent 2 weeks here and you still on that bullshit? I don't know, man. Rest in peace to those folks. But I hate these coward ass niggas doing these mass shootings and shit because, like I said, they all want to play in crazy and insane and shit. But y'all show mentally stable enough to pick places where you can get your shit off on a week. And that's that coward ass shit I don't like.
Yeah, innocent people said age varied from 14 to 76.
Yeah, man, motherfuckers just living their life, regular life shit, and here come your coward ass.
RIP to them. Condolences and love to their loved ones. But shit crazy out here, man.
Spooky times, spooky times.
Some fucked up shit. But on a lighter note and kind of a funny note, are y'all with loud kid fees at restaurants?
Are we with what?
Being charged a fee if your kid is loud at a restaurant.
That's what he said. I'm with it. Because motherfuckers need to get their kids in order.
A diner in Georgia said the owner tried to charge him $50 because her kids were too loud.
I'm not against it. As long as you put that, like, you know, they'll tell you from the jump, like, bills would be, they put up the sign.
Like a sign up, you can't just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just can't be like, yeah, your kid loud as hell, I just put this on your bill.
Yeah, that's like, different. If that would make a person second guess going to a spot, you know?
Exactly.
They know how their kids are. They're like, nah,
exactly.
A little too loud.
So if you got a sign up saying like, if your party displays any behavior that loud behavior or lewd behavior that affects other people's dining experience, you could receive a boom charge. And so when you got a fucking badass kid, dysfunctional kid, then at least you know from the jump, like, yeah, I'm not gonna go here because my kid be wilding when I go into the restaurants. And then maybe you would think to get your kid in order because ain't no way Dorian ass going to no restaurant with us. I don't care if he a few months or not, blacking the fuck out, screaming, yelling, all that shit. We not having that shit.
But we also understood that we were the only people in the restaurant. We didn't own the restaurant. And so we knew
we ain't fucking up nobody's dining experience.
So we knew our kid, and we knew there was a lot of times he wouldn't eat what was in the restaurant. So we would feed him before we even got to the restaurant. So if he wants to snack, okay, cool. He's snacking.
Something he want to play with.
But it wasn't like he was starving. Like a lot of these parents, they be going to these restaurants knowing that there's a wait time or knowing that the food is not going to come straight out, and your kid is still starving.
Right.
So you already know what it is. You know your kid is gonna be crying and throwing a fit. They hungry. Or they irritated because they've been sitting waiting for it to be seated for an hour. Like,
and then motherfuckers and also get your fucking kid in order because motherfuckers are quick to blame he or she's a kid. That don't mean you don't teach your kid right from wrong. That don't mean you teach your kid fucking manners.
Yeah, like, you know, it's crazy. A kid grab, it's still kids being kids, but kid grab a whole toy and launch that shit and clock you in your head. Shit gonna hurt, but it is a kid being a kid, but you're not supposed to say anything to the kid.
And again, at the same token, every kid don't just naturally do that. I'ma just clock you with some shit.
No, that's home. That's true.
It's fucking home training. You teach your kids right. You spank their ass when they need it, or you discipline them when they need it. Then you don't have that shit when you out in the streets. But a lot of times, kids run amok at home. Then y'all take them out in public and they run amok. And like my wife said, y'all don't take no snacks or shit with them. So now, kid already running amok, hungry, tired probably and shit. And you ain't got no entertainment. You ain't got nothing for them to snack on until they, until they food come. And again, the waiting time to get seated, the waiting time to eat, all that shit. Like, when you go out with a kid, especially a young kid, you shouldn't even be really worried about them eating at the restaurant. Them motherfuckers should be somewhat fed before you got there. Like, so if you do get something, it's for them to just play with. They can eat it if they want to. If not, they're gonna be straight still because they already got something put on their stomach. And for the most part, with little kids, That's really what it be. They ass be hungry. And so if you got them full, they ass gonna be tired. You put something for them, but you feed them, they gonna be tired. They be chilling. You give them something to play with. They ain't gonna cause much of an issue. But y'all dumbass go there either with your kid untrained, or two, you don't prepare your kid prior to going into the restaurant by having snacks and shit for them so they while they wait. And then the food come, they have something to munch on and chill with and shit. So I'm for the fee because motherfuckers need to better train their kids.
No, it's crazy. This reminds me, this is another topic that's kind of like along the lines of this, but apparently, I don't know if it's one airline or all airlines, but specific airlines working on just a flight for where just kids go on. Like obviously with their parents, it's just a flight for kids. That way they don't have like the kids mingling with like regular parents. They're just trying to separate from the kids because obviously people complain about kids on the airplane.
I mean, that's gonna be tough for whatever company that is because again, ultimately you're in the business to make money. So you have a few kids sprouted on a flight. You're not gonna just have a full flight of parents and kids.
Right.
Now, having that as an option to see if like you can fill the seats, because ultimately that's probably won't be cost effective for an airline either. Where it's like you can't send out as many flights because you're trying to accommodate for families with young kids and all that shit. So whoever doing it, I like the idea of it, but that as a business, that ain't gonna make them no money and shit. But again, train y'all fucking kids on these planes too. Like it's the same thing. Feed your kid, make sure they ass nice and tired before you get on that flight.
Right.
Feed their ass. Keep them up.
Not to toot our own horn, but we never had a situation, even like in church, when we go to church, where my son ran amok, or he was loud, or he was like too much, where everybody was looking at us like, what the?
Again, y'all dumbass, a lot of these people with these flights, let their kid rest the whole time up to the flight. Now they get on the plane, fucking kid is restless. Now they blacking the fuck out because they can't move. They can't do nothing. Just be bad parents because it's like you feed them, you keep their ass up, you make them tired. By the time they get on that plane, they knock the fuck out.
Right.
By the time you land, they waking up. Boom, you where you need to be. Like people just be doing dumb shit as parents. When there's things that they can do, there's little practices they can do that make their experience better as a parent, but also everybody around them. Because I hate hearing that where it's just a kid. Bitch, I know kids that can do what that we asking for your kid. Act like they got some home training and shit. It's your kid is the way it is because of you. He just a kid, she just a kid. Like that's an excuse. No, train your damn kid. Before I open this cockpit and throw their little ass up.
Yep. Hey, some right, man.
I'm for the fee for the restaurants. Although, like, I can't really say I've had many bad experiences with kids in restaurants. I've never really experienced that. But I've definitely experienced it on a plane with badass kids. And it's like, bro.
That might be the worst time I experienced it.
Like, man, put your fucking kid to sleep. Why is this kid up? This motherfucker should be out. Like, why are they up? Because you let them rest the whole time leading up to the flight. They've been sleeping in the car, getting there. They sleeping in the airport. Soon they get on the flight, they ass wake up, and now they running them up. They can't sit still. They don't want to be held. Because you a dumb parent. You wouldn't have all these reasons to create flights and create fees if people did their job as a parent more. Train your fucking kids. Because I hate hearing that. Oh, it's just a kid. Bro, I see kids all the time that do it.
There's definitely a lot of kids that be here.
Sometimes you'll be on the flight, you be like, damn, I didn't even know this kid was here. Like, you see him getting off.
Right.
You be like, good job. I didn't even hear you. Because they're properly trained.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a restaurant, you hear, damn, this kid under the chair, like, I didn't even know this kid was here. Because they're properly trained. Train your fucking kids.
Well, $50 fee.
And I second that message.
For that restaurant, it might influence other restaurants.
Train your fucking kids.
Take that route. Now let's get into music. Carla Ray a couple of days ago tweeted, "What makes an icon in today's age?"
About to catch another flight.
But I'll read the tweet.
I'm about to make a bite.
Back in the days, it was easy to define an icon. For example, Janet Jackson, Beyonce,
Mariah
Rihanna,
Carey,
Ciara, Missy.
Mariah Carey.
She didn't name her. Many more.
She a dummy.
She didn't name her. Mariah Carey is an icon, but she didn't name her. I noticed things change, so I'm asking, what makes an icon today? Question mark. Streams? Question mark. Likes? Question mark. Numbers? Question mark. Stage presence, vocals, cadence, fashion, versatility, choreography, effort, bars, lyrics. Does it not matter? What do y'all want to see? Or be honest, it doesn't even matter anymore because there's so much going on in the industry. Viral moments is easier to digest.
Okay, so do me one favor, John. Give me the list of icons she said again.
The list?
Yeah.
She's put Beyonce, Rihanna, Ciara, Missy Elliott, and then many more.
Okay. Ciara was never an icon. Let's start there.
You don't even trying it.
Ciara was never an icon. Missy Elliott is a legend, but was never an icon. Because when I think of icon, they are larger than life. Rihanna, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson.
Oh, she did. I said Janet Jackson. That was one of the names she named.
Those people, when they were in their prime, and Beyonce's still there, they are larger than life. Ciara was never larger than life. Ciara always been, she was a star at one point, but she was never larger than life. And I think it's a mix of quality music, because with the quality music, the sales came with it. So it's like when you had the hit records, we already
the numbers came with it. Yeah.
Yeah, the numbers came with it. But nowadays, the numbers come a lot, and the music ain't as good or big as the numbers show. So a lot of times, the numbers, especially in the streaming age, doesn't really tell us who's the icons or not, because we see it all the time. Motherfucker debut at number one, week one, whole album be charted, and then you see the instant drop. So in regards to today, unfortunately, the only icons is most of the people that she already mentioned: the Rihannas, the Beyoncés, the Taylor Swifts, the Drakes. There's not many icons. There's not many artists.
Today's day and age.
Today's day and age, and I think it plays a part of it is how quickly we can consume music. Plays a part in it. Our favorite artists are more accessible than it was. There's no real mystique the way it used to be. Like, only time you saw your favorite artist was when they did a show, when they did a performance. There was not many platforms for us to personally
they went
get to know.
One of those Tonight shows.
Right, Tonight Show. But even then, that's momentary shit. So it's we always had the allure of reading about them in magazines and shit. The the way we had to digest the artist, it was a lot more of a slow burn. With an album, we don't, when you buy an album, you only buy the albums of people that you really cared about. And then because you had to pay for that album, you live with it. Whereas you can listen to multiple albums all at once and shit. So like that plays a big part in like how our attention span when it comes to artists and shit. So to define a artist or an icon, I just think you got to have that crossover appeal and still have that larger than life allure. And I think it's only a few artists who have that, and most of them. And again, for the most part, we named them.
You know, it's crazy. You ever Google the definition of an icon?
What you call an icon living?
Yo, so the first definition is crazy, but the first definition of an icon: a painting of Jesus Christ or another holy figure, typically in a traditional style on wood, venerated and used as an aid to devotion in the Byzantine and other Eastern churches.
Yeah, because it's idolization.
Yeah, that's a part of it too. For icon, that's also a part of it.
Yeah, it's the idols, and generally, you idolize religious leaders.
And then the second one is a person or thing regarded as a representative symbol or as worthy of veneration.
Again, idolization. So out of all the artists we just named, it's only a few of them. Rihanna, Beyonce, Drake, Taylor Swift. That's still on that's larger than life.
There's a few icons that's probably still around.
That's really like in the forefront.
Not active. They probably like the only.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about active. I'm talking about the appeal. Whereas
Mariah's active every Christmas, so does that count?
Nigga, who I said? I said she missed the one.
Yo, I'm just saying. I'm asking because I said active. I'm saying she is active every Christmas. Does that count?
Of course, she has a holiday, bro.
Nah, Mariah's definitely an icon.
She owns the winter.
I feel like she's a legend. I don't feel like she's an icon, but
both.
We're gonna always argue
both.
About that.
But yeah, Ye is an icon.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
Ye is an icon, definitely. But again,
Kim K.
Who?
Kim K. In terms of reality and fashion, and
she's a legend. I'll say that's what she's done.
I know it's a.
I'm only speaking about
a case for it.
I'm only speaking about music, but I think
pop
culturally.
My bad. We're sticking to the music. She's not
pop culturally. She's probably one of the few.
She's a pop icon, like a pop culture icon.
Yeah, I can see her. She like in that Marilyn Monroe, like space.
That's what I'm saying. She's definitely a pop culture. She's a pop culture icon.
In that Aubrey Hepburn and Marilyn Monroe and what was
we just name it icons. That's why I only brought her up.
That big titty white girl that was messing with the old white man. What was her name?
Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith, like in that box.
Here's the thing. I think that today's music is just time being. So it's just for the time.
For the moment.
It's not for something.
It's not timeless.
Right. It's not that I will go back, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people say today I can go back and listen to that shit over and over again. Because you can. With that being said, that doesn't make it an icon. If you just could listen to it for that moment, and then once that moment is over, we don't listen to it no more. It's forgotten. You're not an icon to me. It's something that I would want to listen to over and over again. With that being said, I think the icons are gonna die with the people that, unfortunately, not in this time, not with the Gen Zs, they're gonna die off with Rihanna, Beyonce, and
you don't really see no artist up today of the field coming up that shows iconic potential.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really see it either. There's nobody I see like, yo, they're gonna, other than probably, and he probably not there yet. I think Justin Bieber will get there.
Yes.
Oh, the weekend?
No.
Nah, I don't think Weeknd gonna get there because I don't think Weeknd's gonna do music that long.
Weekend's pretty big though. He
Yes,
No, I
be
know.
a
Yeah, I
legend.
know he's big, but I'm saying reaching iconic status based on his trajectory and how he does music. He's already talking about being done with music. So,
interesting question as on the topic is Usher considered an icon?
no, he's a legend.
Mhm.
He's a legend.
And I guess the same goes for Chris Breezy, right?
Legends.
But see, but Chris Brown ain't finished yet. So and that's the thing. Chris Brown ain't finished yet.
But
so
I see, but the only thing with Chris Brown is
He
his
has the asterisk.
reputation.
He has
Yeah,
unfortunately
exactly. Unfortunately,
him.
people won't let Chris Brown reach icon status because they keep trying to push shit over his head. Like they won't let him get away from the bullshit. Although he don't be bothering nobody, he be in his own space. He puts out music consistently. He fucking tore and shut it down. He should be somebody we talk about, like, especially with what he's been able to do as a performer.
Mhm.
He should be somebody we talk about in that space, but they never gonna let Chris get there because they gonna continue to try to hold that shit over his head. Although they don't hold it over Rihanna, but they gonna hold that over Chris forever. So in music, though, his talent is always gonna be legendary.
Right.
They won't ever be able to take that from. But reaching iconic status, they never gonna let Chris get there.
I think any artists. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga don't do music no more, so it's like
Yeah, she hasn't really dropped. I don't know when was the last time she dropped music.
she on her acting bag, so it's like
Yeah, so
she gonna be
I'm just naming like names that
yeah.
if there was still actively music in the music game.
Yeah, she could have been because of her,
Oh.
you know, how big she was.
I'll name an active rapper. I'll name two. Do you think they possibly could make their way? Cole and Kendrick?
Cole's already an icon.
I think they would be legends. I don't think they're gonna reach iconic status.
To me, J. Cole's an icon.
I can agree. Yes, personally, I can agree with both of them. But
I'm a big fan of Kendrick. But
yeah, but it's hard to be an icon in rap. Like, ain't many icons in rap. Icons when it comes to rap is Jay-Z, Drake, Tupac, Biggie, that white man.
I'm
about to say, don't do it.
I'm not, bro. I'm not that. I ain't that much of a hater. I'm not that much of a hater. I recognize how his contribution.
But how can Tupac be an icon and J. Cole got more stuff, like more productions than
what Pac was able to do in the short time that he was here is legendary.
Legendary.
He did a lot of larger than life stuff. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? The shit he spoke about and shit he was active about. Like, he did a lot of stuff. It's a crazy how all this shit did was like in a 7 year span.
Yeah. Yeah, Pac was so fucking active. And it's like, imagine if Pac was who he was in this era with the ability to be on social media. Pac was super active and we knew what he was doing, how he felt about shit. And we didn't have social media. So Pac,
one of the first to speak on everything.
Yeah, he spoke on every fucking
as a rap superstar.
Yeah, and so Pac is definitely an icon. I think Big probably ain't really icon. Big probably more legendary than icon because Big wasn't really the personality Pac was.
But Big maybe over time, Biggie probably, but it's one of those we'll never know.
And I think it's one of those things. Because him and Pac so closely tied together, which kind of gives him that iconic status. But Pac is definitely an icon. But it ain't many icons in hip hop that reach like larger than life status.
Well, Carly don't need to worry about being an icon because I don't think she will ever get there.
But
Holy
for,
right.
she don't got to. But it's just like if you're in the field, you want to be in the field while great. Like as you chase greatness, you want greatness happening around you. And
Yeah.
she's just
You
looking
want to be
around. Like,
inspired.
yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Inspired, motivations. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit! Like, imagine all them rappers. Imagine all the singers back in the MJ era. Like in the MJ era, like nah, MJ really killing. We gotta. He dropped some shit. Now we gotta drop some shit. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. But see, and that's a hard part of it because again, music has changed. The way we listen and consume music has changed. Michael Jackson dropping Off the Wall or dropping Thriller, and you go buy that fucking album and you gotta just listen to that shit and you breaking down every fucking song. Bro, Drake drop on Fridays. One of our other favorite artists is dropping on Tuesday. So we consuming it for a week or two while we consume other shit. So that definitely plays a part in it. But at the same time, when it comes to making timeless music, it just ain't many people doing it.
It's true. Also, my guy Prince, the symbol.
Exactly. It just ain't people making production wise where it's just like a full length, just well thought out.
Considered an icon?
I think Prince is more of a legend. I don't think he's an icon.
But how if Johnny about to defend Prince, then we allowed to defend R. Kelly.
I didn't even say nothing about that, man.
So we can't. So
I didn't say nothing about him, but
that's not a good comparison to say we can defend R. Kelly and Prince. Prince ain't got that shit on his jacket.
He do. But he married someone who was 16.
Prince he don't have the image of being a creep.
Yeah. How old is he when he married that person at 16?
He was 32.
Is that actual facts?
That is actual facts.
I'm not.
Again, I don't know this story, and it's nothing that I hear hung over Prince. But R. Kelly, like since you brought him up, R. Kelly,
he's an icon.
He's a fucking icon without the drama, like without the shit. True. R. Kelly is an icon. Music alone. R. Kelly ran an entire genre of music. So it'd be, I can't lie and let my biases because of his, him being a fucking weirdo creep. Musically. Okay.
So Mayete, he was right. Mayete Garcia was 16. Was 16. But it's crazy how they read it. It says she was a beautiful belly dancing. I can't pronounce that word. Just 16 years old. He was a multi-millionaire pop superstar, global icon, and 32. That's how they described him.
Okay, so he was messing with a child. That's a fact. But again, that's nothing I ever hear anybody talk about when it comes to Prince and his reputation.
Right.
So
it was probably the only one.
Yeah, all it takes is one. But, all it takes is one. All it takes is one. But again, it's not something that's thrown on his jacket. So again, that's not something I think people take in consideration when they think about his status as a legendary artist. But R. Kelly.
So Siegel is one of those. Again, is one of those. She told her side of the story. They met when she was 16, but she said shit didn't get serious till she was 18. She said he had respect.
He was grooming her, but we ain't not here for that. We're not talking about that right now. All we talking about is legendary versus icon.
Icon.
Yes. I think Prince is a legend.
He's an icon. I don't think he is the symbol.
Look, I'm not here to argue your opinion. I just don't think he is. But R. Kelly.
Blouses.
R. Kelly, without the smut on his name, musically, yes, R. Kelly is an icon. I'm not gonna take that from Kills. But other than that, it's not many others up today that we gonna ever put in that box.
Yeah.
If anything, Justin Bieber and probably Bruno Mars.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
I think Bruno Mars.
I
don't think they're gonna let Bruno Mars get it.
I think Bruno
He's
Mars.
tiptoeing. I don't think he's there yet, but he's
no, he's
I want to say
he's
tiptoeing,
not he's not there yet. I don't think he's there yet.
He's not a
But
trajectory.
yeah, based on his trajectory, when he drops, how big his moments are, talking about Prince, talking about Michael, like heavily influenced by those guys, I can see him potentially, and his ability to write, produce, and all that shit, I can see him potentially reaching that status before a weekend of anybody or somebody like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of artists.
Ain't many good. It's just like momentary artists. There might be people that you fuck with, but it's like,
So I think it's more good than there's great.
yeah,
It's more good than it's great, and then it's just a lot of trash. Then
that's a fact. And so
'Cause
it ain't
great
pretty,
is definitely being good is good, but then great is great.
So to answer Cody Ray's question, I think you just gotta have that larger than life appeal, and those who do
put the work in.
We know them, but also they put the work in. They put out good music, and they bring something that nobody else is bringing.
Adele got the voice. You think Adele could be an icon?
I think she has the voice to be one.
No, she definitely does. Because I was about to bring up Whitney, and I just thought about like an active person with like a known for their. Oh, another one as we speak. Think Ariana Grande could be one?
No.
I'm just asking. She's pretty, big.
Yeah, but Ari ain't she ain't really consistent. And then like when she drops, it's like it's cool, but the world don't stop like when Adele drops. Like when you drop, the world is paying attention. Like when Adele drops, when a Beyonce drops, when Taylor Swift drops, like the world stops. Everybody else
thinking like the biggest. Oh, damn! Let's throw up another one. Think she's reaching that status, or it's over? Nikki.
No.
I'm just asking. That's another big time artist of today.
No, she not. She a legend. She definitely a legend. But nah, nowhere near.
Okay. Or
again, when Adele drop a song, Adele drop something new, y'all. Everybody goes, Beyonce drops. Yo, Beyonce just dropped, y'all. Taylor Swift dropped. White homes are like, Taylor Swift just dropped, y'all. Whenever we get some Rihanna, the fucking world is gonna shut down.
Oh, another one. I don't really listen to his music.
Stop throwing out just random ass people.
For real.
I'm throwing out the biggest people.
Who else?
Bad Bunny.
No, nigga ain't even did enough.
I'm just throwing out the biggest names, and I just looked at.
Yeah, but damn, if they that's like throwing out Cardi B's name.
Is it?
Yeah, that is.
I'm asking. Is it really?
That is. Yeah, they in that same space. That's a great comparison. Bad Bunny ain't even bigger than Romeo Santos in the Spanish world.
Right.
You said who? Bad Bunny?
Yeah, he ain't even bigger than Romeo.
I mean, he's catching a bit. His ticket price.
No, he definitely
catching that. And motherfuckers
how
are
long
buying
Bad Bunny been now? Bad Bunny been.
Don't get me wrong, he's cooking. But legendary, I mean, iconic. I can see his trajectory being a legend.
Yeah.
But iconic, I don't think he.
We've seen this all before with like, what was that other Spanish rapper? Dang. Pitbull. He had his moment where he was selling tickets like
Pitbull, but Pitbull not like Bad Bunny. Though.
Yeah, it wasn't like that though.
Bad Bunny got the Hispanics. Like Pitbull had the white folks.
I fuck with Pitbull, but he had his moment, but it wasn't like that. He do his thing. You know what I'm trying to say? He really gets. He gets his money. He does his thing, but
Bad Bunny definitely got his people. He definitely got the Spanish folks on lock.
I just named like
But-
like the biggest artists, and I'm looking at as of what did you just say? Oh, as of this week of 2023, the top 10 Billboard. Well, it's the top 100 list. Y'all want me to just read you who's like the 1 through 10 for this as of this week?
For who?
Billboard. Like this,
They're like biggest song right now or biggest artist?
they're just the biggest artists. I guess like based off like their Billboard numbers, they're like the biggest artists.
Give us the top 5. I don't care about the top 10.
Top 5: Taylor Swift 1, Blink 82 2, Rolling Stones 3, Drake 4, and Morgan Wallen 5.
Yeah, that shit don't matter, man. Nobody gives a fuck. Those half them people ain't even really making records no more. Blink 82 and Rolling Stone must have just dropped a new project or some shit.
Bad Bunny just dropped out the top 5.
Like
someone,
I said,
someone Bree mentioned on the pod before is at number 8.
who?
One of Bree's favorite artists, Olivia Rodrigo.
That's that bitch. But even she shouldn't even be on the list because she only
Oh,
has
you don't
one
fuck with her
album.
no more? You used to fuck with her heavy. You said it on the
Did he
pod.
not just what I said?
No, he just didn't hear you.
I said she is the shit. But
Oh, I
I
thought you said fuck her. She's shit. I thought that's what you just said. I swear to God.
No,
I was like, damn.
I
about
said
to say,
she is the
damn.
shit. But again, I don't just I don't go just be like, oh, she had one project. Like that doesn't to me make you want.
I was just reading the top 10 list.
I'm just telling you, she shouldn't be on that list yet.
I think based off her Billboard numbers. I'm assuming I didn't look into what that made that list. I just wanted to see like the biggest artists as I was naming artists. I was saying I'm going crazy with the name of the artist. I just named every big artist I could think of. I feel like I still left maybe like 2-3 people out, possibly.
I don't think you did, but okay.
Yeah, ain't that many.
I'm not saying icons. I'm just saying like big artists of today.
Mac Miller.
Okay, next subject, because now y'all trying it. Now y'all crossing the line.
Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
No, it's funny. He was number 10 on the Billboard list.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
All right, let's move on. Though. I'm bored.
So, Dev, is R&B trash?
Yes, it is.
Now let's get to the basis of why is R&B trash.
Brian Michael Cox, who is a legendary producer, Boyz II Men, Chris Brown, anybody, Jagged Edge. This nigga that works with everybody. Literally wrote music for any and everybody in music, from Destiny Childs to everybody. Brian Michael Cox was stating that while he was on the podcast, I don't know what podcast it was, but he was stating that R&B is in trouble because there's not much church in R&B, whereas back in the day, from the legends, when it comes to the Ushers, when it comes to the Chris Browns, when it comes to the Boyz II Men, when it comes to Beyonce's, all these people really developed their sounds in the church. They learned how to sing properly through the gospel. And so a lot of these newer artists, whether it's true or not, I don't know if it's true or not because I don't be knowing these people background, but R&B has definitely changed a lot, because I think when I think about those artists, when it comes to church, you talk to love. There's a spiritual connection, and when it comes to loving your partner, there's a spiritual connection. And so, a lot of this music now is so fucking toxic. That ain't of God. You can't, like, a lot of shit they talk about. The singing niggas want to be rappers. Like, they talk their conversation, or at least their lyrics sounds like what rap niggas talk about. The young ladies are just as toxic as the niggas. Like don't nobody talk about love. If they do, it's like just this nasty, disgusting, heartbreak, hurt, like type of love and shit. And they don't make love music no more. They don't make music for you and your lady to have a romantic night together. You gotta back to the 90s to get that music. Early 2000s, 80s to get that love making music. A lot of this shit today is fucking music.
But see, a lot of people say we were nastier in the 90s and 80s than they are nastier now.
Yeah, but they were nasty, but it was subliminal. Like, as you listen to it now, you like, I shouldn't be singing this fucking song. Like, I was so jamming to these songs that I shouldn't be singing to. Nowadays, that shit is like surface. Like, the music is like, there's no subliminal, there's no metaphors, like, there's no catchy or like suave way of saying sexual and freaky shit. It's like, it's right on the surface. It's vulgar, it's nasty. Like, whereas back in the day, they ass were nasty, but it was like the sexy type of nasty, like, oh, that shit nasty, like, you nasty, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a compliment. Whereas today it's like, that shit is fucking disgusting, like, because of how vulgar it is. There's no similes, there's no metaphors, there's no like smooth talk. It's just like very vulgar, very to the point. And the love making, it don't seem like people making love. It sounds like the music sounds like everybody is fucking everybody. And so again, when it comes to setting a mood, I'm not listening to a lot of the music of today. You got to go back to the H-Towns. You got to go back to the Three Pieces. You got to go back to the Brian Michael Cox. You got to go back to the Jagged Edges. You got to go back to the Boys to Men. You got to go back to the Johnny Gills, the Keith Sweats and shit. The Ushers, although Usher's still prevalent today, but the love making music.
But he has
most
the
of these
background.
niggas, even in 2000s, from the Avants, from the Neos, from the Jay Holidays, the Darnell Jones, like they were still trying to make love. Niggas was still hurting and want their woman back. Niggas was not afraid to cry on the track. Like, now niggas is too tough to fight for their girl. Like, that's where we at. Everybody just like broken and shit. So it's like you hear it in the music, just more toxicity. It's like, damn, who making love? What nigga want to fight for his girl? What nigga is hurt that he cheated on this girl and he willing to do whatever it takes to get his girl back? Like, they don't make that music no more. Where's the I hurt you, I'm sorry music? Where is, baby, you the man for me and you my world? Like, you don't get none of that from the female artists. You don't get that from the male artists. I'm not saying there are outliers, of course, to everything. But what's the mass production and what's being marketed the most is the toxic R&B. And so for a lot of people, that ain't where it's at. So we stick to what we know. We go back to the early 2000s. We go back to the 90s. We go back to the 80s. And we get our groove on in those genres, in those decades.
What you think it was about? You said like the spiritual thing about church. So you think it's a lack of just people going to church now? Are people going to church less now? People not trying to sing at church as they used to? What you think is the disconnect with church nowadays compared to what it was before?
I think church played a big part in building talent. And again, if you were a great singer, church was one of those places that you went to prove your talent. And you went and worked on your talent. Kids started early in choirs and shit, building their sound and developing their love for music, learning instrumentation. Most churches, they teach the kids how to play the instruments. They teach them how to play the drums and the piano and how to fuck with, engineer music and shit. And so as they mature and become their own men and women, then they already honed on skills that allows them to be great artists. They built their voice. Because if you know anything about church people, they don't play. When it comes to black churches, girl, you better go out there and sing. If you ain't singing, your ass gonna be sitting down. Brother, if you ain't holding it, if you don't know how to worship, and again, it's crazy because again, singing and worship helps you write music.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore, a lot of times when it comes to these great black artists, and when it comes to R&B, rhythm and blues, blues is what we going through, what we're facing, being able to talk about real life situations. And a lot of the times, church was where everybody was, especially when it comes to the South. But everybody has their own version of spirituality today. And so that plays a part in it, where people are not growing up in the churches the way they used to. But also the skills that you learn being in the church, learning instrumentation, learning how to hone on your voice, and learning how to put together music, arrange music. You learn all that in black churches.
Right.
And so I think I never thought about it like that. But if you put yourself in that space, and if you've ever been in a black church growing up, a lot of those people has done well for themselves in music because the skills that they learned in church, learn early how to play an instrument, learn early about how to control your voice,
Right.
learn early how to put together other people's voices and arrange music. You learn that early in the church. Right. And so when you become your own person in music, you have a leg up. So now when it comes to speaking about your emotion, and again, worshiping, a lot of time worship is freestyle. You practice that in the church. So learning how to do that shit, worship, if you want to go R&B side, that's just like a bridge. Where you hear people do that talking and shit, early R&B, that's all derivatives of worshiping. So y'all motherfuckers need to go to church. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, only way to fix R&B, take that talents to church.
The world just too toxic, and nobody want to really talk about nothing that's of value and shit. And again, it's like ultimately R&B was love, like love and happiness, love and pain. But at least you gave us a feeling, something that we can actually feel. And nowadays it's one type of sound. It's just toxic. And everybody, and me, being a R&B fan and being in a certain place of my life, I don't want to hear all that toxic shit. I don't live that. I want to hear some love.
Right.
Because that's what I feel. I love my wife, so I want to hear some shit that represent that. Maybe the love ain't the same, but I want to hear a motherfucker talk about how much they love their partner. I want to hear a motherfucker talk about them fighting for their love. And motherfuckers ain't doing that nowadays, and therefore, when they should, because regardless of how tough you is, motherfuckers really be loving their girls. Women be really loving their niggas, but because it's cool to be toxic, nobody really want to talk about it. But
yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers really feelings be hurt. Y'all want to be tough. Y'all hearts be broken, but y'all don't really want to talk about it. Let's get back to being real in music and talk about how she made you feel, how he made you feel, how you feel when they around, how you feel when they ain't around.
Right.
All that shit. Like, let's bring that emotion back, and I think we can get R&B back on the mainstream side.
Yeah, we shouldn't have artists saying that they don't want to be their music to be labeled as R&B, and then it's actually R&B.
Word, that too. Mariah the Scientist talking about, she contemporary pop. She said,
Yeah.
"Bitch, you an R&B artist. It's okay." But she another one that's toxic. So let's bring the love back to R&B, man. I want music I can make love to.
All right. Now this never-ending saga continues. Jonathan Major's ex-girlfriend was arrested, but then had the charges dropped. What you think is going on with the situation? Think the situation will come to an end? Or where do you see an end to this whole ordeal?
That bitch need to go somewhere and let my guy live his life. That bro get back on his career. He was ascending, and this shit has been a roadblock. And I just think, like, at this point, if she don't go to jail, go somewhere.
Right.
That's the options. Either put her ass in jail or let her go off somewhere and leave this man alone.
But it seems like he's starting to get his shit back and his career back. It's helping that Megan Good is like helping him get back there. But there's been so many videos of like coming out of her like trying to swing at him and all that stuff. Like she was really the aggressor, and so at this point, I think she do deserve to go to jail, because if there was videos of him like trying to swing at her in the street, and then her like his friends trying to beat her up, he would have been in jail already. But because it's her and it's a white woman, it's like everybody it's gonna die out. You get what I'm saying? Because ultimately, like, she swung on him, and then he kept walking away, and then the friend was ready to go beat him up. Her friend was going. Right. So it's like
he gonna fight, gonna get his ass beat. But again, I don't think Jonathan Majors is really looking for retribution or anything. He just want his life back. Like,
right.
He just want his career, and he want to focus on that. So I'll take him getting his career back and her disappearing versus his image being messed up.
Yeah.
And that bitch going to jail. Like, leave him alone. Disappear.
Right.
If not, we're gonna prosecute you. And allow my mans to ascend the way we saw him. Like, yo, he next.
Right.
He was doing roles, he was knocking out roles, like, yo, this guy is good. Like, and then this bullshit happens, and now, with Loki back, and I'm starting to see him, although, the way Hollywood works, even if you are innocent, when it comes to a black man, it's usually hard to even shake that shit. So I just want my guy to just get his career, start to ascend the way he was. I want to see him do, new roles and shit,
right,
and continue to grow as an actor. If not, take that bitch to jail. We'll take her to jail either way. But if we can't get her in jail, let's just get bro his career and her go somewhere.
All right. Hopefully they can get past it. Everyone can live a happy, peaceful life after the fact. Cesar Pina speaks out on defense of DJ Envy. I believe him or not?
Do I believe what?
What he said?
That DJ Envy is a cook. That DJ Envy
He didn't say
took
DJ
those
Envy was a
people.
cook. He said DJ Envy was never a part of it.
He said he was an investor. Okay,
yes,
that's what
he said.
He said
was never in the
he
room
was
with
an
him.
investor. If you invest in
the
shit,
people that he defrauded were investors as well.
If you invest in shit, you share in an office, a business office with somebody, you invest in money, you go into properties with them, you're promoting their shit. I'm pretty sure you're more of involved than the regular people who's just spitting out money.
So you don't believe it?
I believe that DJ Envy was a crook.
Was a partner more than an investor.
Right.
Anybody, the people that was getting their money, they were investing in something to hope to get a return. Envy seemed like a partner marketing this service. And so he looks a lot more guilty because he was using his platform to boost the service. So you look more like a partner than an investor. Now, I could, respect Pena saying, like, trying to,
Hold it down.
hold it down for his mans and shit. I can respect that, but I don't believe it. I think Envy was more of a partner. Whether he was dumb or not, I can see that, him being a dumbass, because Envy just seems like an arrogant, just know-it-all, but he a big doofus. But I think he has more, like my wife said, I think he has more of a pull or more of a stake in Pena shit versus somebody who was just investing, hoping to get a return.
Right.
I see that. The offices
because
right next to each other.
Because Envy was more of trying to pull people in, where these people was, here's my money, I'm trying to get a return. Envy was trying to bring clients.
Right.
So that's partnership.
Again, when you do interviews, like Envy said, like, oh, he taught me the game, and me and him did business together, and he taught me not to use my own money. He knew what it was from the beginning.
Yeah, that's partnership.
Yeah, that shit that you incriminated yourself, motherfucker.
Because
So
they ain't telling the other people, use other people money. They like, no, give us your money and we gonna do this with it.
Right.
That's the investor. You looking like a partner. Because y'all both working together to bring in investors.
Right.
That's partnership.
Bro,
listen, DJ Envy about to be locked up, or he gonna have to pay back that money. And I don't know how he gonna do that if he lose the Breakfast Club income.
But you going to jail.
I don't think he's gonna go to jail.
No, I don't think he's gonna go to jail.
But DJ Envy's father's a cop or something like that.
The main head said he wasn't involved. So,
and again, that's what's gonna save him. He gonna have to pay.
But it's the problem here is he's not getting sued for being involved in the investment. Y'all missing what he's getting sued for. He is getting sued for promoting a crook. He's not getting sued for being a partner of
no, but his partner about to go to
sued.
jail. Pena gonna go to jail.
Right, but he's getting sued, and iHeartRadio is getting sued because they had this particular person on the show multiple times promoting this. So did DJ Envy, and he used, if you read the documents, he used his platform to convey people to invest. That's what they suing DJ Envy for, and that's what they suing iHeartRadio for.
Right, but with that, again, Pena being the brains behind the operation, I think again, iHeart and Envy will be sued, and they will have to pay something.
He's not gonna lose. He might lose a little bit of money, but he might win that for the simple fact that he's claiming that he was defrauded as well.
And so that's why I'm saying, in the sense, they'll lose something, but they still have the ability to play dumb. Like, oh, we were bamboozled as well, because iHeart allowed Envy to bring this guy on, and for them to allow it makes it seem like they were under the belief or the impression that this was a...
Again, they're going to bring up all these interviews that DJ Envy has said. When he said he called Joe Budden and he said that was a Ponzi scheme, and he was going to go... They're going to bring all this shit up. And if y'all don't think so, they are.
Yeah, but that goes back to DJ will pay. I don't think he's gonna go to jail
No,
because
I
of
don't think he's going to jail
No.
either. But
Yeah,
that's
he's
what I'm
gonna pay.
saying.
He's gonna have to pay a little something because at the end of the day,
I don't think he's gonna have to pay a little something. I think he's gonna have to pay a lot of something. And I think which I'm missing is our Heart Radio after this ain't gonna want to fuck with DJ Envy.
Oh, we all believe we on the same page with that. Hey, we all, to me, everything we saying is the same thing. We don't think Envy's gonna go to jail. Pena's gonna go to jail. Those people are gonna be paid back, and Envy's reputation is gonna be shot.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They Pena gave him the door to just play the victim, even if it's true or not. By him like making that statement.
Yeah, I don't think you can play the. I don't think he gave him the door to play victim. I think he just was trying to save face, because at the same time he was saying like, but damn, some friends throwing me under the belt, under the shit, and he was saying everything Pena was saying was a contradiction of what he was trying to say for DJ Envy. Because he was like,
That's
yo, people,
how I kind of looked at it too. He's like, people I fuck with throwing me under the bus.
right. So it was kind of like,
and then it's like, who's
it's
the main person?
confusing. Yeah, it's confusing as fuck. So no,
That's
I don't
what I'm
think
saying.
I don't think
It's a
he was trying to say
statement.
DJ Envy was a victim. I think he was just, again, Pena, and I don't know why. And I'm pretty sure the lawyers are telling these two dumbasses, don't say nothing, and they still talking. So
Crazy.
I'm pretty sure Angela Lee is happy that she got her own show.
She got
now.
the fuck out of there. Pena ass is going to jail.
Because there's a clip of Angela Lee saying the math ain't adding up to Pena. Like, so she knew what the fuck it was.
Ain't even mathing, bro.
Yeah, like, so she knew what it was. So did Charlamagne the God. That's why they didn't go into the investment.
Like I said, you close to these people you talk to every day. You coming, you trying to sell it to everybody else, and the people that you work with, the people that your peoples, they like, nah, we good. Yeah, I'm out. No, thank you.
Well, from an intriguing story to a crazy story. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but an off-duty pilot on Alaska Airlines is being charged with 83 counts of attempted murder, reckless endangerment, because he tried to shut down the plane's engines mid-flight. And apparently he told investigators he had what was it? He had magic mushrooms that basically fucked him up, and he was basically bugging out on the plane.
His ass need to go to jail.
He's going to jail. 83 counts.
Yeah. Lock his ass up. You a pilot playing with people's life and shit, man. You know how terrified those people were on that flight?
He said he was up for 40 hours.
His ass should have went to the hospital. That's scary as hell, man. I would have been terrified on that fucking flight with him.
Yeah. I would have died.
Bro, I'd be fucking terrified. You know how traumatized those people are on that flight? They ain't gonna ever forget that shit, bro. That shit, like, yo, they'll never be the same after that shit. Somebody actively trying to take the plane down, bro.
So 83 counts of attempted murder, 83
Lock
counts of reckless endangerment, and 1 count of endangering the aircraft.
Nigga, that's life. That's a life sentence right there.
All that shit?
Yeah, that's a life sentence.
And he pleaded not guilty.
How you plead not guilty, you dumbass?
Because the mushrooms did it.
Right, exactly.
A doctor said it's not possible for the mushrooms to still be in the system after 48 hours. But the doctor also said it's possible he could be feeling lingering effects from the drug.
Yeah, I could see the mushrooms being in the system because I took the weed gummy and that shit was 48 hours. So mushrooms is a lot a lot worse than what I took previously.
Is
so yeah, mushrooms for the psychedelics and shit. Them psychedelic drugs like that, yo, that shit be fucking you up.
Yeah, he pled not guilty, but in his statement he said, "I ain't fighting any charges you want to bring against me." He did what he did,
Yeah,
but he's blaming the mushroom.
He going to jail. He might not get all those counts, but his ass going to jail.
He getting at least 40. He put you out 40.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
man. That's just scary, bro. I couldn't imagine being on that flight. I would shit myself.
Jeez. But
Sound like a movie though.
It do.
Sound like a movie script
Sound like that movie with Denzel Washington.
where he was drunk.
Okay, not too far from me.
I think it's called Flight when he crash lands the plane in the water.
The water and shit. Yeah, he was a drunk.
All right. A big what if that's hit social media because Will Smith did an interview with Salt and Pepper. So apparently back in the day, before Jada, when Will was being Will, living life, not always in the limelight for some shit. Apparently, he had a date with Pepper and just didn't really, work out. It kind of spoke on it. Think things would have been different, or shit, it was just meant to be what it was meant to be.
Hey, we
Pepper corny, bro.
Shit. But I don't know if this is like I don't know how this works because is this his Tupac?
His get back.
Right. Like it just seemed all so rehearsed to me. Like all of a sudden now Pepper and
because who cares?
People nowadays don't even know who Salt and Pepper is.
Word, that's what I'm saying. Pepper ain't nobody. She corny as hell. Tretch is corny as hell. Nobody cares, bro.
Oh my god, I fuck with Tretch.
You don't watch them on these reality shows. They corny as hell.
I don't be watching these reality shows though. So I want to know.
They both corny as hell. Right. I don't care.
I think it's just because all the Jada Pinkett Smith.
Look, yeah, it's one of those. Look, I like somebody too back in the day. She ain't the only one.
Which is not fair because Will Smith has talked about his first wife and how she divorced him and how he felt like a failure.
Wasn't his wife the lady from Low Down Dirty Shame?
That's not the same woman.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think it is that. I don't think that's the same one.
Are you talking about the one that not Peaches, the other one that he went to Mexico for?
Yeah, the one that he was stuck on stupid for.
Yeah, I forgot her name. She was the one that shot the homie, the
Angela.
corrupt one.
She was Angela.
I think it was Angela.
I just looked it up. She was Angela.
Great movie, man. Low Down Dirty Shame. One of my favorites, man. Yeah, I love that movie. Might watch it tonight. Ah, man.
It's his first wife.
Who? Cherie.
But yeah, I don't think this would have got as much traction if it wasn't for all the other stuff that's going around.
Nobody give a fuck now. If it was somebody juicy, then I would be like, yeah, okay, get it, Will.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Y'all fuck around. Will gonna start interviewing people, and he's like, "Yo, remember? Y'all never know. It might happen. What y'all ask for might happen."
Nobody.
Like if he come out and say he fucked Tara Banks while they were on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
I don't think Will Smith gonna come out and say stuff like that, but he might do what he did with Pepper and say, "Oh, remember back in the day?"
What was her name? They played this girl on there. He played his girlfriend
on the Wood, and she's from the Wood. Lisa?
Yeah, she played Lisa. She went on the wood. That was best
Was it
man.
Nia
Best
Long?
man.
Nia Long, yeah.
Nia Long.
Like if they have a sit down and talk about, they little chemistry and shit,
Oh,
and
that
how Lisa and Will was like that it couple on the show. That's like, okay, shit, like, all right.
Yeah, what the fuck around happened? You seen the whole Ms. Doka mess that she's coming off with?
Yeah, but I'm saying like if they sit down and just talk about their little love moment back in the day, then it's like that's sexy. Nobody gives a fuck about Pepper.
Then they did that video. It was so awkward.
Yeah, it's just they look corny. Corny is like ew. It's like watching them talk.
Right.
It's cringy. It's super cringy.
I mean, when it came out that Will had asked, what was the cousin name? Light skin cousin.
Light skin cousin.
Yeah, what was his cousin's name on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Hillary.
When he asked Hillary to go out in real life, and she turned him down. That shit was more interesting than him talking about him and Pepper.
Man, let me hear about him fucking Margot Robbie.
How
about that?
Because they be posting pictures up because they did that. They did a couple movies together. But
yeah, how about that? How about you bring?
I forgot the name of that movie where he
was the gambler.
Yeah, he's like the gambler and shit like that.
I forgot what that shit called. Have her come and give me some like sex appeal and shit. Like, give me some chemistry.
Because at that time, technically, he was still married to Jada.
Technically, he wasn't.
But I'm saying in the public eye.
He's still married. They are still married. They never filed.
They were separated because that's the time she was fucking August Alsina.
Public eye, they were still Will and Jada.
But Jada has come out and said.
I'm saying that it's still spicy because
the woman's not gonna say nothing. But then the woman's
when those rumors were coming out, they were denouncing it. So if they double back, like, well, since this happened, we might as well tell the whole truth now. Then that's some sexy talk.
Blame Will. It's like Will probably
exactly. So at least it becomes even. Both of them get the equal blame. But right now, nobody gives a shit about him and possibly Pepper.
Well, it was trending, social media wise.
Because niggas was clowning. Like, they look dumb up there.
Like, he thought that was his get back.
Nobody was like, Will, you rascal, you.
Yeah.
Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah. But shout out to my man Will, man.
I need to sit his ass down somewhere.
He'll be all right. He'll definitely be all right. Woo! Dwight Howard, speculation.
I ain't talking
Going
about
around. He said whatever happens in his bed is his business. No one should be worried about what happens in his bed. Then y'all seen the interviewer go straight for it?
The what?
The interviewer basically asked him if he was gay.
Oh yeah. He asked him if he was gay.
He was like, what he said? He said, it's none of my business, but I ain't doing my job. I don't ask this, so I gotta ask this what people want to know.
But what do I think people gonna interview him for right now?
Yeah, he should have known better. He said,
like, what do you? Nigga,
ain't nobody talk about it, bro. Nobody. At this moment, the only reason, obviously, you can get interviewed for basketball talk, but any interview you get within this time frame is going to be for one sole purpose.
Yeah, these people, these radio stations, these podcasters, they not asking you about your critique on who gonna win the West.
It's funny. They gonna lie their ass off. He gonna be like, "Yo, don't ask me about this, this, and that." Yeah, I got you. Pull up, get him to pull up. And that's the first thing they're gonna ask him.
So Dwight, you like that? Like they gonna instantly get on that. That's the only reason why you here, bro. So Dwight just need to sit down. Then if he thinking he going to these interviews to talk basketball and who gonna win the NBA championship and what he doing to work out and play basketball, nobody cares about his experience in China and all that shit, he allegedly over there messing with lady boys.
Listen, Dwight, you either you get or you not, bro. It's all right. It's your life.
Well, sexuality is fluid, so
And
nowadays,
you come out, you're gonna be a hero to millions of people.
nowadays sexuality is fluid. So him coming out, first off, is his prerogative, and
True.
two, he don't. It seems as though he don't consider himself as a gay man. So it is what
Which
it
may
is.
backfire on him.
It could, because all these allegations, when the doors open, shit opens like a floodgate. Them stories start to drop,
Right.
and then you
Well,
want to
he
be on
said
the
there
right
was no
side of it.
sexual assault. He said it was consensual, but it was consensual with a man.
Right.
So it's the man that's accusing him. It's not a woman. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's the man accusing
And for
him,
your
and
answer to say it's consensual in your
the
statement,
man
it
is
wasn't
saying
that.
you had other niggas popping out of closets and drawers and shit, trying to take turns and shit. So the white ass need to, chill out, shut the fuck up. And if he think he get an interview for anything other than his sexuality, he got another thing coming.
All right. Yeah, I wish him the best, man. He's a good guy, but
Dwight is one of my favorite, athletes or basketball players. Like, Dwight really was my guy, but
even though I hated him for leaving the Lakers and leaving my man Kobe stranded, but I still fuck with Dwight. Always been a fan of Dwight. I got over my anger for him for leaving
yeah,
Kobe.
he got your boy Bron the ring.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be there to help prolong Kobe's career.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Kobe's career got cut short. So
He lost my game and shit.
but man, he just like I said, at the end of the day, his personal business, is his personal business. But unfortunately, shit came out. He made statements publicly. No, not publicly. Technically, you make a statement to the court. That's kind of a public information. It becomes public
right.
information. So maybe he'll address it. Maybe he won't. But keep it NBA-ish. Kim K just announced a partnership with the WNBA and NBA. Skims is going to be a new underwear line for the WNBA and NBA. Dope or not?
Hey, can't knock her hustle, man. Like, at the end of the day, Kim K is a businesswoman.
And with her sister,
I'm about to get me a pair of Skims.
Right, she got her sister doing the scouting, but with her vagina, her sisters doing the scouting with their vaginas.
Right.
She's gonna have all the top athletes as models for the shit. Hey man, that family is a smart family, man. Business oriented family. And they doing what they gotta do, man. They the new Rockefellers. Now, when we talk about the founding families, the Rockefellers and all those people, it's gonna be a Kardashians a part of that. Those families that rule the world, the Kardashians gonna be in that group now too. When we talk about the four families that rule the world, what's the families, John? I know you know it because you big into that conspiracy shit. The Rockefellers.
Oh, that's one of the elite families.
The elite families, like the four families that rule the world.
Yeah, so
that's
Kardashians they're working their way to one of the elite.
Kardashians gonna be one of those elite families and shit. You ain't gonna be able to speak about the Rockefellers and all them other people and shit without talking about the Kardashians.
Like I said, I'm gonna get me a pair. I'm gonna get some Skims. See how that feel.
Fuck, getting you some Skims, nigga. Go get you a Kardashian.
I am about a foot and 3 inches too short.
That's a fact.
Your pockets are about.
Right.
Oh, that's an even deeper one.
Right.
But technically, they have more money than everybody that did it except Kanye. If you think about it.
No, at the time, Lamar had more money than Chloe. At the time,
Reggie was richer than Kim.
right?
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggie was. James Harden was richer than Chloe at one point when they were together.
No, not that point. When they was dating, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
James Harden?
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Because at that time, Kim was the only millionaire. There was no. I mean, she had money, but she wasn't.
That was like 2015 when she dated James Harden.
She didn't.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, she was not richer than James Harden. Because I remember her saying like he didn't make her pay for anything because he didn't. He was like, your money's not match here, and that's pretty much why they don't.
John said he just been chivalrous.
She wasn't richer than him.
They weren't bigger than Ray.
She is worth 80. She's worth $80 million, maybe. James
Harden. Now she's worth 80 million. She wasn't worth that then, John.
James Harden wasn't worth 80 million then too.
Yo, he probably wasn't, but that doesn't mean he wasn't worth more than her at that moment.
It was close.
That's what we're saying.
Between the two. I would say at that time it was close.
Matter.
He had just got traded. He got traded. He didn't sign his extension with the Rockets yet. Because the 2011-2012 season.
When Kylie was dating Tigger, whatever, he was making more than her.
Probably, I don't know.
I'm telling you, he was. She wasn't a millionaire yet.
Man, that whole family was millionaires. It was all millionaires.
And that time, Chloe was worth about $23.6 million.
So they dated like what, 2014, 2015, around that time.
Right. That was her net worth. Around that time. James Harden, net worth, 2015.
Oh, that's now.
That's now. I can't find what his net worth was. And he's worth more than her still today.
Oh no, yeah, he got more money. Yeah, he signed some crazy extension. Since then, but I'm saying that was like his when he first got to Houston, he signed an extension, but I don't think it was like $100 million extension.
Still was one of them. And Travis Scott is worth more than Kourtney Kardashian.
You mean Travis Barker?
Travis Barker, sorry.
Let me just scroll down to the years. 29 to 2012, he was on a $4 million contract. From 2013 to 2017, he had a 5-year, $78 million contract. He was making $15 million a year.
Okay, so he was worth more than her.
She was at 23. 23.6.
So, depending on what year they dated, in 2013, he made 15. 2014, 15. 2016, 15. So he would have been, that's 45 million in 2016. So it depends on what year they dated.
Even with that, you add that together, she's still at 23. You add that up, he was still.
I just said it was close. I'm saying at that time, because Harden made money. He's one of the richest NBA players now.
What I'm saying to you is, you're saying that they only dated. You said.
No, I said, but they dated. The majority of the men they dated, they was richer than.
and they weren't. They were not.
Other than honestly,
They were. I just named everybody they dated, and they were not richer than them.
Other than the last guy she was married to, the
Chris
best,
Humphrey.
that's the only one I could see that like Kim was richer than, because when she was with Ray was richer and more popular. Reggie was bigger and more popular. Ye is Ye. Chris Humphrey's the only person that wasn't on her social level when it comes to popularity. And
because even when she was dating Nick Cannon, he was richer than her at that time.
I didn't even know she was dating Nick Cannon.
Nah, she dated Nick Cannon, and they dated like in like shit, like before, like in the beginning of the show, before the show, right?
Yeah.
Around time when the show, somewhere in that time frame, the beginning or when the show first started.
Okay, and Travis Barker is richer than Khloe Kardashian. And even when Tigger was dating Kylie, he was richer than Kylie.
Yeah, Kylie was richer than Travis now.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the other girl, Kendall, because she's dating. I think she's still with Devin Booker. I don't know.
No, they broke up.
Cool.
But even then, Devin Booker was making more than her.
Kendall?
Booker, yeah, Devin Booker's still kind of new though, so they could.
Kendall made like $50 million last year.
They could be making something.
She wasn't dating him last year.
Yeah, she was.
No,
I'm
saying Devin
she wasn't
Booker,
dating him last year. He broke up with her last year.
Devin Booker is still a fairly new athlete, so I can see her making more money than him because her career was more established than his. He's still coming into superstardom, so that's a possibility. Who else has Kendall dated?
She dated a lot of people.
She dated Blake Griffin.
She dated all the light skins in the NBA. Ben Simmons.
Blake Griffin, Jordan Clarkson.
Ben Simmons. Jordan Poole.
No, she didn't date
Klay Thompson.
She didn't date Klay.
Desmond Bay.
Come on, I just know it's crazy. I just seen the meme with the picture, the shit. It was like the starting lineup. Let me see
all I'm saying is majority of the people they dated up. They did not.
Oh yeah, they definitely dated up.
They have not dated.
That's
down.
why I said Humphreys is the only down.
Right, and that was only because Khloe had just gotten married, and Kim felt like I'm older than her. I should get married too. That's the only reason why she did that.
Yeah, they definitely don't date down.
Yeah. Johnny talking about they made careers. No, Johnny.
I did not say that.
That's what you were saying.
Now
but they definitely help boost careers.
Yeah, I don't really know about if they help boost careers.
Kendall, this is the NBA playlist. Ben Simmons, Blake Griffin, Devin Booker, Jordan Clarkson, Kyle Kuzma, and Chandler Parsons.
And how have all of them propelled from dating them? They don't. It works for them. They look good next to these NBA players. They look like the NBA girlfriends. Regardless of how big they are,
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about money. I was talking about them being richer than their boyfriends. Some of them.
You just said right now that they boosted their careers. You just said that.
Kylie definitely helped boost Travis Scott's numbers.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
I think Travis has a cult following.
And Kylie helped boost it. And Ye and Kim helped boost each other.
Nike and Ye probably help. I ain't gonna say Kylie ain't play a bit of it, but Travis got Ye, Travis got Nike, Travis got a lot of things that's helped him his.
No, I understand that, but I feel like when he got with Kylie, he was already on the trajectory, but it definitely more inclined when he got with Kylie.
It didn't hurt.
Yes,
that's the only person that you
we can agree with that. It didn't hurt because I think he jumped tiers of like rapper wise when he got with her.
Is that the only person you can say?
Yeah, I disagree with everybody I named, so I can't. I don't have the facts.
You only named him.
I didn't name him.
Right, but
Yeah, that's
you didn't say nobody else that they boost.
he said the athletes that they dated, but again, I don't think
Oh,
any of them were
Chloe
boosted.
dated French too.
Yeah, they ain't do nothing for French.
Right, he still ain't shit.
I wanted to talk about that. I was talking about the money thing.
French is beloved by the same people. Like nobody, I think in their circles was checking for French at that time. I don't see no
richer now that because he dated Chloe.
Or you saw upbeat in his music sales.
Right.
I didn't say he got the boost. Remember, I said Kylie helped. I didn't. Some of them had the curse, and some of them got. Well, not some of them. A select few got the boost. So majority got the curse, and select few got the boost.
Some popularity. They probably got some social media fans. That's about it. All right, we spending too much time on these hoes. I don't mean to call them hoes though.
Shout out to them, man. I'm getting me a Skims line. No? Yeah? All right, cool.
Go ahead.
$50 million or Spider-Man's power?
$50 million of Spider-Man powers.
I don't know. I was talking about this. This is when you're on the par with a bunch of boys. I guess $50 million.
Duh.
I'm not trying to have no motherfucking fun.
Bro, I can make fun with $50 million.
Man,
I can buy a Spider-Man suit, bro.
And what? Do cosplay? Go to Comic-Con?
The same shit.
Spider-Man.
Same shit Spider-Man doing.
He ain't gonna be doing that. You ain't be walking up these skyscrapers.
Yeah, I could do that. With $50 million, I could do that.
Where? What Spider-Man suit? There's plenty of people with $50 million. I don't see not one Spider-Man suit, an Iron Man suit.
They ain't tried, motherfucker. But it's possible.
I see one.
Anything's possible. Nigga, Jeff Bezos then did all this shit. Fucking the Tesla nigga that did all this shit. I'm pretty sure he got an Iron Man suit in his fucking house somewhere. He just ain't put it out there yet. Like $50 million you do. Spider-Man is broke.
Because that's how they wanted to write the character.
Nigga, we ain't talking about that. We talking about who Spider-Man is. He broke. Most of these superheroes is broke. Other than fucking Batman and Tony Stark, these motherfuckers are broke. Endangering their life, being broke. Give me my money.
Fuck. Can't say his name, but Black Panther is rich too.
Shout out to my nigga Black Panther. Yes, Black Panther is rich.
What the fuck? Chaka. Oh my lord.
T'Challa.
Yo, I couldn't really. I just can't remember his name. That shit is bad.
Superheroes.
Nah, T'Chaka was his father's name.
Yeah. Superheroes are broke. So give me my
Professor X had the mansion with the plane coming out the middle. God damn, he had.
And he was a paraplegic.
Hey,
give me my 50
it wasn't his fault, man. It wasn't his fault. Magneto got his own island.
It was fucking aluminum foil. So who cares?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. All the villains is rich.
Yeah, because they smart.
All the villains is rich. Lex Luthor, Dr. Doom.
And the crazy thing is, most of them niggas don't be having powers. They be rich, and therefore they make it.
Crazy, man.
And look at my nigga Lex. My nigga Lex, rich as hell, ain't got no power, but he be beating on motherfuckers' ass.
But nah,
he got money, nigga.
But Lex do got a suit though. He got a suit that got the kryptonite in it, so he be fucking shit up. But
and what he used to make that suit? Fucking money. Exactly. Give me my cash. That's the end of the conversation.
It's all right, man. I told you. You get the money, be the villain, I'll be the hero. That's our story arc, Dev.
And I'm gonna murder you. We're gonna put this to a poll. Spider-Man powers or 50 million cash. Let us know what y'all feeling.
No, man. Tough. I still think it's a tough choice. Don't get me wrong. It's a tough choice. $50 million is $50 million.
See how my wife said that in 2 seconds? It ain't a tough choice.
Yeah, if I said Wonder Woman's power, she said this was a boys' topic. If I ever picked powers catered to.
Even if it was Wonder Woman, I would have still said, give me the fucking $50 million. Even if it was fucking Harley Quinn. Even if it was, who else? Gamora. Even if it was, who else? Black Widow. even if it was
Jane, Thor's
Supergirl?
girl.
Supergirl?
Supergirl, give me my money, run me my shit. Who else is there?
This nigga Superman work at a newspaper or fucking
And
company.
he lives a very comfortable life.
That nigga making 50K a year.
It doesn't matter. Run me my 50 million and leave me the fuck alone.
Yo, you do know he travels for free. He travels for free.
Shut the hell up. Superheroes come with a responsibility I don't fucking want. Okay,
That's
I ain't saving
incredible.
you. Right, I'm not saving your ass. I'm not risking my life. I'm not losing the love of my life. I want to have kids with my 50 million and live freely. So that's the dumbest shit if you say a superhero. Because superhero comes with a job. And with 50 million, I got no motherfucking job. So on to the next subject. And don't piss me off and say anything else. Move on.
Yo, sorry. I'll be Spiderman. I'll be slinging from building.
Yeah, yo, I'd be doing the job and just working all your life.
Getting beat the fuck up.
And almost dying and losing the love of your life. Well,
bro, I'll be free travels. All I do is
oh my god. But you can't free travel because you got a job to do, you dumb. He don't got money to do a job. What Spider-Man you know got money? Which one got money? Say which one. Say one of them that got motherfucking money. Say one of them. Say one of them.
Based on what they wrote or what the writers wrote. Spider-Man can easily make money, but for character purposes, they want him to be a struggling
in that
superhero.
character. You're dumb. You're living in that character. So what money are you making?
I choose to.
Move on.
Hey, you gonna be Spider-Man? What you gonna do? DoorDash, but faster?
If you don't move on,
you do a lot.
I'm gonna scream because he a dumb for picking the superhero. Go ahead, move on.
Hi, we'll agree to disagree. That's it.
Oh.
That's it. Y'all take the Johnsons is taking the 50 mil. Johnny taking the superpower.
Okay, all right, John. This is dumb.
You good? Peachy. Let's get to our closing segment. Ooh, this has been a long episode. Long episode. So this is gonna be ASO. Can you finish that line? Spooky edition.
No, it's not. I'm not participating in that.
I didn't want to call it the other one, so I thought that would be lighter.
Is this Halloween movies?
Yeah.
It ain't Halloween movies, it's scary movies, which we'll go through it. I mean, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get them because we don't watch them unless he's going some iconic, legendary shit.
All right.
So.
Go ahead, John.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Some of these shits is like you probably never watched the movie, but some of the quotes you'll know.
Iconic quotes. All right, let's try it out.
So, TV was a struggle. So I have 6 movie ones and 3 music ones.
Okay, go ahead.
Which ones I try and bang out first?
Music. Go ahead and say Thriller.
Oh, that's one of the options.
Because I know you're dumb as hell. I know you don't do Thriller.
That's definitely one of the options.
So take that one.
I'm not gonna read that one first, obviously.
All right, go ahead.
It's definitely one of the options.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna make it easier because now it's fucking so I'm gonna do this one for either way.
Let's go. You be making me mad with
the. But why does it feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone and blank?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I've got it.
There you go.
Well, see, it's not that. I don't think I should do the Thriller one because technically it's.
Just go.
Thriller one is out. I'm gonna give you that point. Obviously, Thriller is like the go-to. Maybe I should have did something much better. Oh, this one's tight. This kind of easy too. I put a blank, and now you're blank.
I put a spell on you.
There you go.
And
That knocked
now
out the
you're mine.
that knocked down the
Yeah.
music category. That's
I
it.
didn't
It's
even know
over.
that one.
I won't do Thriller. Thriller, I automatically get the Thriller point. It's all right. It is okay. I should have thought better. All right. First movie one, I See Blank.
Dead people.
Yeah, there you go. See, I told you. It's not that hard. Oh, this one might be. This is a little long. In girl world, Halloween is the only time girls can blank, 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 blank. Say anything else about it.
In Halloween time, this is the only time girls can dress half naked and no other female could say anything about it.
It's not Halloween town. It's not
Mean
Halloween.
Girls. I said
Oh,
it's
yes. It is Mean Girls. This is when girls can dress like slut and no girls can say anything else about it. All right.
Okay, I didn't get that one. I knew I heard it before, but I didn't know where I heard it.
See,
I
you
knew
know
it was
that.
one of those type. I knew it was one of those type of movies, though.
It's not terrible. I took a Halloween scene from the movie. Here's blank.
Here's Johnny.
There you go.
I never seen that.
The Shining. I was
I've
saying,
never seen The Shining.
some people have never seen The Shining, but people know that line.
No.
Jack Nicholson when he popped his head through the door. Here's Johnny.
But
don't tell me the scene because now that's in my head. Now we have to go watch the cartoons before bed. Yeah.
All right, so what's your blank?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Another iconic one.
Because that's it, right?
Yeah, Scream. Yeah. What's your favorite scary movie? But that's technically how he said it in the movie, though. Close to.
Yeah, I'm not. My voice ain't white enough.
All right. Being normal is blank. This one will probably be a tough one.
Being normal is fucking sorry. It's from Chucky.
Close. In context wise, Bree mentioned the movie, but now it's a quote from the movie.
I don't know. I really wasn't a big fan of Chucky either.
It wasn't. Nah, it's not Chucky.
Oh, I think you said.
I said you mentioned. I said Bree, you mentioned the movie. I just didn't give you a quote from the movie yet.
Oh, what movie did you mention?
I don't remember.
All right, so I guess this the
Say
only
it again.
one. Huh?
Say it again.
Being normal is blank.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the line.
It's all right. I'll be the only one to get this one.
Okay, what is it?
For the house is being normal is vastly overrated. Halloween Town.
Oh yeah.
No, I've never seen the whole Halloween Town.
Me neither. We wasn't allowed to watch it. But okay.
All right. The last one. Does this shirt make me look blank?
Does this shirt make me look gay? And that's
yes. Does this shirt make me look gay?
Shaw wears.
Ray from Scary Movie.
Yeah.
And there you go. Spooky. ASO Opening finish that line. Spooky edition. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of funny.
It wasn't bad. No, it wasn't bad.
I respected y'all, y'all beliefs. I didn't go too crazy with it.
Appreciate it, brother.
That's why I call it the Spooky Edition. I gave it a different name. Not everybody celebrates the current holiday that we are filming.
That's correct. We don't.
Try my best. With that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of another Shitty Opinion podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Bree, and my guy Dev, the host in the back.
Yo.
And we are out. Stop.